Local fishing industry worried about potential environmental risk from Baltic 3. This is from VOCM News and it was published on the 10th of April 2025. The people of the Bay of Islands are worried that the ship that ran aground in the winter is still sitting there, posing a significant threat to the rich fishing grounds off Lark Harbor and York Harbor. The FFAW president notes that the Baltic 3 is sitting on the rocks in Cedar Cove with hazardous material and fuel on board. She says there has been reports of structural damage, leaks, and oily mixture in the engine room. The longer the situation drags on, the greater the risk of a spill. The Canadian Coast Guard, meanwhile, says crews continue on water and shoreline assessments and no pollution has been observed at this time. The heating and pumping of the fuel has begun. They estimate that 1,600 metric tons of heavy fuel and marine gas is still on board, down from 1,710. A local resident says they have heard that the idea of building a road to the site has been scrapped. Commercial fishermen in the area are very worried. The FFAW, that is the union for the fishermen and the fish plant workers. And they should be worried. They really should. This is taking way too long in my opinion. I said this before in one of the updates that this is going too slow, and I got screamed at quite a lot. But I still think this is going way too slow, and they can't blame it on the weather anymore. They've taken off very little of the oil, and these pictures in this video are all old pictures. I don't know if any or all the containers have been removed, but if they've taken off 1/17 of the fuel on board, that's not much. That's not enough. I think this should be done, but that's just my opinion. I've followed enough of these grounded vessels and shipwrecks all over the world in the last few years, and for me this one is taking way longer. And at the start they had really bad weather and they were lucky to get the crew off the boat. That was an awesome job by the Coast Guard. 10 out of 10, what can you say? They put their neck on the line to save somebody else, and they got the entire crew off. Some of them were injured, but they were injured on board during the storm. But I still think this is taking way too long, and I agree with the local fishermen. The longer it takes, the bigger the chance there's going to be a spill. And still no mention of the whiskey. Where's the whiskey? We know there's whiskey on board, or there used to be. Alright guys, there it is. As always, thanks for watching. If you're new here and you like these kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I'll see you on the next one.